Good morning, everyone. This is Nathan Juday de Ziluisaga, and I'll be tutoring you. For our first question, we would be graphing it, and here are your given, which is your first equation is y is equals to 3x minus 2, and your second equation is y is equals to negative 3x plus 4. Now we would be graphing our first equation. So for where we would be start our negative 2, we would start at negative 2 with the y-axis, and we would be going up through 3 times. So it would be 1, 2, 3, and move to the right once here, and we would be repeating it until there's no more else to put it. So it would be 1, 2, 3, move to the right once again, 1, 2, 3, move to the right once, and now we can be forming a line for our first equation. And this is your first equation for the graph. For our second equation, we would be starting at a positive 4 in the y-axis lane. So it would be 2, 3, 4. Here is our start. And we would be going down 3 times because the number is negative 3x. So we'd be going 1, 2, 3 here, and move to the right once, and then doing it repeatedly, but this time it's going downwards. So it's 1, 2, 3, and move to the right once, and we will be repeating it again, 1, 2, 3, and move to the right once. Now we can be forming a line of the second equation. And this is your answer for number 1 in graphing. Good morning, everyone, and this is for our second question, and we will be using the substitution method. And for our first equation, it is 4x plus 2y equals 10, and x minus y equals 13. So we will be multiplying the second equation by 2 for it to be compatible with the first equation, 2y. So we could cancel it. And the results are 2x minus 2y equals 26. And that would be mixed with the first equation, and the results are 6x equals to 36. After that, we will be dividing 6x and 36 by 6. So we could isolate x, and for our final answer, it would be x equals to 6. For our second, we will be looking for y, and this time for our second equation, we will be multiplying it by negative 4 to be compatible to the 4x in the first equation. So that negative 4x plus 4y equals to negative 52 will be mixed with the first equation, like the second, looking for x. So the results are 6y equals to negative 42. Now we'll be dividing both sides by 6. So 6y minus 6 negative 42 divided by 6. And for the final answer, it would be negative 7. Hello, everyone, and this is for the third question. So we will be using the elimination method, and for our first equation, it would be 6x minus 2y equals 24, and for our second equation, it would be negative x minus 6y equals 4. So I will be multiplying negative 2 to the second equation. So for our negative 6y could be compatible for the first equation, negative 12y. So we could cancel it. After negative 2 is multiplied to the second equation, our results are 2x plus 12 equals negative 8. After that, it will be mixed with the first equation, and the results are 8x equals to 16. After that, we will be dividing both sides by 8. So for our final answer, it's x is equals to 2. And for our next one, we would be plugging the number 2 to the x of the first equation. So 6 will be multiplied by 2. It will turn out to 12. And we would put or replace 12 to the other side. So cancel that, and 24 will be minus by 12, and we will have, and the results are 12y equals to 12. After that, we will be dividing it by 12 to isolate y, and your final answer for number y is 1. Hello everyone, and this is question number 4. So the question is, the sum of two integers is 38 and their differences is 12, and we will find the two integers. So x plus y equals 38 represents the sum of two integers, and x minus y equals to 12 represents the differences, or the difference equals to 12, which is x minus y equals to 12. So we'll be adding x plus x is equals to 2x, and also adding 38 plus 12 is equals to 50. So we will be left with 2x equals to 50, and we will be dividing it both sides by 2, and we will have the answer 25, which is your final answer for x. After that, we'll be substituting the x, which is 25, to the other one, which is 25 plus y equals 38, and we will be transferring 25 to 38, which is 25 minus 25 is 0, and 38 minus 25 is 13, and your final answer is y is equals to 13. And this is your final answer for 4. Hello everyone, and this is for number 5, or question number 5, and the question is, there are 52 cows and ducks that were raised by Mr. Salvador, and total legs are 130. How many each kind? So for me, the way I did it is by using substitution method, and these are your given: x plus y plus 52. X or some represents cows, and letter y represents the ducks. 4x plus 2y equals 130. 4x represents the number of legs of cow, and 2 plus 2y represents the number of duck legs, and 130 represents all of the legs. So now we'll be using substitution method. X plus 2y equals 130. X plus And I will be multiplying the second equation by 2. So the second equation y could be compatible with the first equation 2y. And by the way, it is negative 2. So it would be negative 2x minus 2y equals negative 104. And negative 2x minus 2y equals negative 104 would be mixed with the first equation, 4x plus 2y equals 130. Now we mix them together. We cancel positive 2y and negative 2y, and what's left is 4x minus 2x. It's 2x equals 130 minus 104. It's 26. Positive 26. After that, we'll be dividing both sides by 2, which we will be isolating letter x. And for your letter x, your final answer is 13. And this is still for our number 5, and this time we're looking for y, and our first equation was 4x plus 2y equals 130. And for our second equation, for it to be compatible, or compatible with 4x, we will have to multiply it by negative 4. So we can cancel the x because we were looking for y. And after that, the result of multiplying negative 4 to the second equation would be negative 4 minus 4y equals 208. After that, this equation will be mixed with the first equation, and the results are cancel 4x and negative 4x, and 2y minus 4y is equals to negative 2y, and 130 minus 208 is equals to negative 78. After that, we'll divide both sides by 2 so we can isolate letter y. For your final answer in number 5, for looking for letter y, is 39. That is your final answers to number 5. Good morning, everyone, and this is number 6, and it is a word problem. Yes, so our question is, 10 years ago, Mr. Salvador's age was 8 times the age of his son, and their age today, or their total age together, is 56. And we are going to solve what are their ages. So I minus 10 years ago to the number 56, and my results are 46, and we'll be multiplying 8 times to the age, 8 times more, or 8 times 46, because it says here Mr. Salvador's age was 8 times the age of his son. So, and this is actually a distributive method. So 8 times 46 is 368, and 8 times negative x is negative 8x, which concludes that we will be putting negative 8x to the oh wait we'll be putting 8x to the other side, which negative 80x to the other side, which would be 9x, and 9x equals to 378. We will be dividing 9x both sides, 9 to both sides, which is equals to 42. After that, we will be minusing 42 to 56, which is equals to 14. So the answer is Mr. Salvador's age is 42 years old and his son is 14 years old. And this is your answer for number 6. Hello everyone, and this is our question number 7, and we are about to define or answer if it is a solution or not. So our given equations are x minus y is greater than equal to 3 and 2x plus y equals greater than 2. And though x and y represent, x represents 2 and y represents negative 1. And in the first equation, I add 2 minus 1, negative 1, which is equals to 3, and 3, and it is equal to 3. It is equal to 3 greater than equal to 3. And if it is a solution, and yes, it is a solution. And for our second equation, we will be adding 2. 2 plus 2 is equals 4. 2 times 2 is equals 4, plus negative 1 is equals to 3. And 3 is greater than 2 is a solution. And this is your final answer for number 7. Hello everyone, this is number 8, and we'll be graphing it. So the given question is changed into this form, and now we will be graphing it. So our starting point is positive 2, so up 1, 2, and we will be going down by negative 2, so, and move to the right by 1, so 1, 2, 1, 2, and move to the right once here, and we'll be repeating it again and again until there's no right. So 1, 2, 1, 2, wait, sorry, my bad. Move to the right by once. Do it again, 1, 2, move to the right once. And then 1, 2, and move to the right once again. And then now we can form a line, and it is a solid line, so it would be straight. And we'll be shading the part of the right part, so it would be up. This part is shaded because it is less than equal to, only this corner. And this is your final answer for number 8 in graph. Hello everyone, and for our number 9, it would be the same as number 8. We will be now graphing, but this time there are two equations, and I changed their form, which their form are now y is greater than equal to negative 4x plus 4, and second equation is y is less than negative 8x. So we will be answering first our first equation. We will be graphing it. So 4, it's positive 4 is its position. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And we will be going down 4 times and move to the right once. So 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. And move to the right once here and do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and move to the right once. And do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here. This is your line for the first equation. It is a solid line. So there are no stripes. This is our graph for our first equation. And for our second equation, which we don't have a equation, so we will be starting at the 0 point and moving down 8x by 8 times and moving to the right once. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So here, move once to the right. Here. Give me a sec. And this is your line. And it is not a solid line, which it is not equal to, or so it'd be like this. Sec. Got it wrong. Right. Got it a little bit sketched. So we should screenshot now. This one should just go over here. And the other one is greater than equal to, so it would be in the left side, which is for the no, it is, yes, in the left side of the first equation, and the second equation is to the right side. So most covered part is in the middle, so this part is shaded. And this is your final answer for number 9 in graphing, answering graphically.